Hi, it is Jo on her own, otherwise known as Pool. Hello everyone, I hope you're having a lovely Sunday, or maybe it's still Saturday in some parts of the world. I know Sue checked in last night, which was great, and she gave us a bit of a rundown of the week and everything we've been through and what we talked about and some exciting things that are coming up over the next week. And today I am here to talk a little bit about self-care. We did a podcast last Sunday about self-care and the importance, and actually it never goes away, so we're going to try and do a little bit of a self-care Sunday every week. What is self-care? Well, it's feeding the very centre of yourself, thinking about your needs and your desires and really valuing them. You know, we sometimes don't really listen to our bodies until it's too late, and then that's when we're on burnout. Like, just a quick example, over the last 10 days or so, Sue and I have worked super hard, and for me what's brought up is I really just kind of wanted my mum. I wanted my mum to come and take care of me. And what did I really want? I had to look within that to really think about what it is that I needed, and I just actually wanted somebody to come and nurture me, to take care of me, to look after me, to do things for me, because I was so busy. Obviously the children were all at home and we're going all the time. But what I'd actually stopped doing is I hadn't been putting in the time that I needed for my own self-care. So therefore I had a need in somebody else to come and look after me, when really it is my responsibility. And don't get me wrong, it's really nice when other people do nice things for us. However, self-care is our responsibility. The clue is in the term self-care. Now, there's a beautiful quote by Katie Reed, and it says, "Self-care is giving the world the best of you instead of what is left of you." And it's so true. If we can practice self-care, if we can listen to the wisdom that's in our own body and do things for ourselves that fill us up and nourish our souls and nourish our mind, body, soul, then we can be the best versions of ourselves. You know, we've got to think about ourselves in a compassionate, kind and loving way, because you deserve your love and affection. You deserve it for you. You know, we're all happy to give our love and affection to other people, and we are happily being caregivers and worrying about the needs of everybody else around us. However, it's really important and vital to look after your own needs, to think about what it is that's important to you, that's going to make you the best version of you. And all too often, I hear from people that when I'm coaching, they don't really know what it is they need. So what I do is I get them to ask certain questions. Like, I get them to think about what it is they're yearning for. Like, for instance, the story I just told you. I was yearning for my mum to fly over from England to look after me. I wanted to be a child again. I needed her to look after me. So that was my yearning. What is it that you need more of right now? Do you need somebody to make you a cup of tea? Do you need a shoulder to cry on? Do you need some love and support? What is it that you need? Do you need just to go and have a bubble bath? Who knows? Your recipe is going to be different from somebody else's. What also do you need less of? What is there in your life that there's just too much of it? You know, are you putting everybody else's needs above your own? Are you worrying too much about having a clean house when really sometimes that doesn't really matter? Are you giving rather than thinking about yourself? What or who is causing you to feel resentful? Because that is a huge clue. If there is somebody in your household or a friend who is draining you, or a family member or something, if you are feeling resentful about something or about a person, then maybe you need to look at that, because it's telling you that you've got a certain need. And also, what is it you need right now? What is it you want right now? And these are just things, because sometimes we just get into this rat race of life. We're very unaware. We don't know what it is we need to fill our own cup up. So there's many acts of self-care. There's things like simplifying your life. Now, we're in lockdown. We haven't had any choice now but to simplify our life. This is a great time to reassess and to find out what is that is important to you. And a great thing for self-care is to do something that energizes your body. Or, move it. Physically move your body. Go swimming, go and do the gardening. I don't know, jog on the spot, do the hula hoop as I love to do. Do something that really fills your body with energy. Put on some music and dance, sing, go and have a shower. Another thing might be just to rest, go and take a good luxurious bubble bath. That might be something that revives you. Maybe write a gratitude list. Think of all the things that you've got that you are grateful for. It's just a really nice reminder. Talk out your problems, your issues, all your bothers. And if you haven't got anybody to talk them through with, write them down. That's a really great form of therapy. Just write it all down, get it all out on paper. It's amazing what happens when you have pen and paper in your hands and you just write. Don't even think about it. Just get all your feelings, all your things, just vomit, a page vomit. Get rid of it all. And you can burn it. Nobody ever has to see it again. It doesn't matter. But it just releases some energy. Find something where you can unwind, whether that's meditation, having a glass of wine, having a cup of tea, going for a walk in nature. Or stretch your body. That's also a good one. A really good old stretch is a really nice form of self-care. But when you go back and you ask yourself them questions, what is it you're resentful for? What is it you need? And what are you yearning for off others? What are you searching for from another person? Maybe your partner or your parents or your children aren't giving you, but actually that's the opportunity where you can give it to yourself. Did somebody not make you a cup of tea this morning? Well, go and make yourself a lovely cup of tea and just enjoy it. Don't be resentful that the other person didn't do it. Just go and enjoy what it is you need. If you want a hug, put your hand on your own heart and be compassionate to yourself. Sometimes we just can't always get a hug. However, we can actually physically touch ourselves, which brings calm. It brings nurturing. It makes us feel warm and loved still. We don't have to get it from necessarily another person. It is nice to get it from another person though. So to have a really good think about what it is you want, because one person's recipes for self-care is very different from the next person's. And in this crazy world of busyness, sometimes people don't really know themselves. And I don't think people really understand how good they can feel. Our bodies and our physical well-being is so important. Yet we all too much, maybe have a few too many glasses of wine, maybe eat too much sugar, don't move our bodies enough. And therefore our signals from our own body are not coming through enough. Our body holds all its wisdom. It knows exactly what it needs. It knows what it wants and its desires to be tip-top. Now, the more you can look after your own body, the more you can look after your own soul, the more nice things you can do for yourself, the more your body will tell you what it needs. And as I said, for 2 weeks, I've been in overdrive. I've been working as hard as I can, work, putting new things in place to keep clients happy, to make sure I'm looking after everybody else. And I forgot to look after me. And I'm queen of self-care. It's what I do. I teach people how to self-love, how to self-care. Yeah, I wasn't doing enough for me. I was still doing some little things every day, but it wasn't enough. And then I got to the point where I just wanted my mum, bless her. She doesn't really need to look after me at this stage in my life. I can actually look after myself. But it was the warning. It was what I looked within and found out what it was that I was needing. And I needed just some extra love and care from me to me. Because, as I said before, we all deserve our own love and affection because we're really important, and self-care is super, super important. It's actually really nurturing and really empowering as well when we can provide all our needs and desires for ourselves. And then when we do get things from other people, it's actually just a beautiful, beautiful bonus. It's not a expectation. It's not an absolute deal breaker between you and your partner. And we shouldn't be asking other people to fill our cups up. We need to fill our own cup up, come to the table with a filled cup, as does our partner or our children or our parents. And if we can come as full, happy humans, each taking care of ourselves, then we bring out the best in each other as well. We've got more to offer each other, and that resentment then doesn't seep in because you are looking after you. So on Self-Care Sunday, I wish you all love. And remember, you are unique. Your recipe for self-care will be also unique, whether that is a walk in nature, whether it is a glass of wine, reading a nice book, watching a good movie, putting your feet up, or going to thrash yourself in the gym. I don't know what your recipe for self-care is. Think about what the 3 things are that are going to make you be the best version of you, and really try to fill yourself up, body, mind and soul. Think about nourishing your body, your mind and your soul, because you are so important, you are so worthy, and you are way more than enough, and the world needs you to be the healthiest you can be. So please go away and practice some self-care, and from our hearts to yours, we send you lots of love, light and peace. And that's Jo from Posh and Pool. Happy Sunday. Go find lots of self-care. Bye.